So good morning students, I am Shivani and welcome back to my class. So students, in previous class we have done exercise 2.1 of chapter 2 polynomials. So today we will do exercise 2.2. So before starting the exercise, I'll give you a review of it. So guys, in exercise 2.2 we have to find the zeros of the given polynomial and then we have to find the coefficient between the that zeros. So firstly I'll tell you how can we find the zeros and then I'll explain how can we find out the relation between the coefficients and the zeros. So let's suppose we are having an equation and the equation is quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. एक equation given है ax square plus bx plus c and we have to find the zeros and the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. So students, if we are having a equation ax square plus bx plus c, so here a and b are the coefficients of x square and x respectively. C is the constant term here and we can write x raised to the power 0 also, है ना. तो C is also the coefficient, constant coefficients. If we'll say about x, what is x here? So x is the variable and the highest power is known as degree. We earlier discussed the same in class 9th also. So how can we find the relationship and the zeros? Let's check it out. Suppose we are having equation ax square plus bx plus c. Zeros are factors and relationship, we will talk about relationship. Zero, we can let zeros as alpha, beta or gamma. Okay, if we'll talk about the relationship, so sum of zeros is alpha plus beta is always equals to minus b upon a, and here b is the coefficient of x upon coefficient of a is the coefficient of x square. You can see here b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. If we will talk about the product of zeros, so alpha dot beta is the product of 0. So according to the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients is c upon a, and here c is the constant term or coefficient of x raised to the power 0 and a is the coefficient of x square. So you can write it down and I'll explain the same by giving an example, or we can start the first question of exercise 2.1. So let's start the exercise 2.2 with first question. So here the first question is we have to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. In question number first part, the quadratic polynomial which is given is x square minus 2x minus 8. So this is the quadratic equation which we have given in the questions, and of the same equation we have to find first zeros and then relationship between zeros and coefficients. Okay, so firstly we have to find the zeros. How can we find the zeros? In 9th class also we find the factors of the quadratic equation. Same we will do here. So equation is x square minus 2x minus 8. For finding the factors of this equation, we will apply middle term splitting method. So middle term splitting method, in this method, first term as it is, last term as it is. We have to divide the center term in two parts such that the addition or subtraction of these two terms will give this term, and by multiplying these two terms we'll get the multiplication result of x square and minus 8. Like if we'll do minus 4x plus 2x, by solving minus 4x plus 2x we'll get minus 2x, and here it is minus 2x only. And by multiplying minus 4x into 2x, by multiplying these two terms we'll get minus of 8x, and by multiplying these two terms also we'll get minus 8x square. Okay, so from first two terms, what is common here? X. By taking x as common, we'll get x minus 4 plus 2 as common factor, we'll get x minus 4. We have to check it out. These two brackets should be same. If these two brackets are not same, it means we have done wrong splitting here. Our factors are not right. So here both the brackets are same. Therefore, we can write the same brackets once, x minus 4, and the remaining in one bracket means x plus 2. So after solving this, we'll equate these two equals to 0. X minus 4 equals to 0 and x plus 2 equals to 0. From here we'll get x equals to 4, and from this side we'll get x equals to minus of 2. This is our first 0, and we'll write it as alpha, and this is our second 0, so we'll write it as beta. So we already have now two zeros. First is alpha, and value of alpha is 4 here, and our second 0 is beta. So the value of second 0 is minus of 2. So zeros so we have already find in this equation. Now we have to find the relationship between these zeros and the coefficients. First of all, now what are the coefficients of the equation? X square minus 2x minus 8. Equation is not, general equation is ax square plus bx plus c. So by calculating, we can check here if x square's coefficient is 1. So here x square coefficient is a. So a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 2, and c is equals to minus 8. We are just comparing these two equations, and then we can find the value of a, b, c. So now we have to find the relation. As I already told you in the introduction part, first of all, sum is always equals to alpha plus beta. Okay, so here alpha is 4 and beta is minus of 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and the relation of sum is minus b upon a. So here we can see minus b is also minus 2 upon a is 1. So by solving minus minus plus we'll get 2 only. So this is verified. So now product. In product we know alpha dot beta. Alpha is 4 and beta is minus 2. Then after multiplying we'll get minus 8, and we already know that the product relation is c upon a. So here the value of c is minus 8 and the value of a is 1. So answer is automatically minus 8. Like this we can find the relationship. Like this we can find the relationship, or in other questions also we'll do the same thing. Firstly we have to find the zeros. I am explaining again how we can find the zero. First term as it is, second term as it is. We have to divide the center term, the middle term, in two parts such that the plus or minus, addition or subtraction of these two terms must be the center one term, and the multiplication of these two terms will be the multiplication of first and the third term. Like we have taken the two terms are minus 4x and plus 2x. So after doing calculation, minus and plus, addition and subtraction, we'll get minus 2x, and minus 2x is the center one term. After multiplying these two, we'll get minus 8x square, and here we can see first term is x square and second term is minus 8. So after multiplying we'll get minus 8x square. Fine. Then from first two terms we can take x as common factor. After taking x common we'll get x minus 4, and from last two terms we'll take 2 as common, then we'll get x minus 4. These two brackets should be same. If these two brackets are not same, it means we have done the wrong factors division here. after finding the factor, first factor is 4, second factor is minus 2. First is alpha, second is beta. First of all, we have done alpha plus beta, and secondly we have done alpha dot beta. So alpha plus beta's answer will be same as minus b upon a, and for alpha dot beta's answer, the answer is same as c upon a. So this is the relationship and this is the factors. This is the first one question. Okay, if you are having any doubt, then let me know. I'll explain it again. So let's move to the next question now. So students, the second part is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Like first question, same. In this question also, firstly we have to find the zeros. Means we have to find the factor of this quadratic equation. Then after finding the factors, we have to find the relationship between these factors, these zeros, which we will find, and the relationship between the coefficients. So firstly we will find the factors. So first term as it is 4s square, last term as it is. Middle term, we will split the middle term in two parts such that addition or subtraction of the middle term will equal to this term. So if I'll write minus 2s and minus 2s, so you can see minus 2s will be equal to minus 4s, and after multiplying minus 2s we will get the multiplication of these two terms. Means after multiplying minus 2s and minus 2s we will get minus plus, 2 2s are 4, and s into s square. So this is the right factor here. From first two terms, what is the common term? So from first two, 2s is common. We'll get minus 2s minus 1 here in the bracket, and from these two terms I'll take minus 1 as common factor. So I'll get here 2s minus 1. Now you can see this bracket and this bracket. The both brackets are same here. So I can write it once and the remaining in another bracket. Now you can see these brackets are also same. Okay, so after equating the brackets equal to minus 0, like this, 2s minus 1 equals to 0, we will get s is 1 by 2 and again s is 1 by 2. So this is our alpha and this is beta. Fine. In this question, equation is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So by comparing this equation with ax square plus bx plus c, I can see clearly a is 4, b is minus of 4 and c is 1, right? Now we have to find the relationship. First is alpha plus beta. This is the sum of the zeros, and here alpha is 1 by 2 and beta is also 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, half plus half equals to 1. You can take LCM also, you will get the same answer as 1. Now we know that alpha plus beta is always equals to minus b upon a. Now minus as it is, b here is minus 4 and a is also 1. 4 ones are 4, minus plus, we will get 1 as answer. By product alpha dot beta, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4, and we know that in product case the relation is c upon a, and here c is 1 and a is 4. So the answer is same. It is verified, the relationship, and here we already find the zeros. I hope this question is clear. If you are having any doubt, then please let me know. Let's move to the third part now. So students, the third part is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. First of all, we have to rearrange this quadratic equation. As we know, first term is of x squared, then comes to x, then comes to single term. So first of all, we will write it as 6x square minus 7x minus of 3. Then again in this question, firstly we will find the zeros, and how we can find? By middle term splitting. First term is as it is, last term as it is. By splitting the middle term in two parts such that by addition and subtraction we will get this term. So what will be the factors of this? So by dividing we will get, if I will write minus 9x plus 2x. So minus 9 plus 2 is minus 7, and by multiplying here 9 2s are 18 and 6 3s are also 18x square. From first two terms I'll take 3x common, then 2x minus 3, and from last two terms I'll take 1 as common, then it will 2x minus 3. These two brackets are same. I'll write it as minus 2x minus 3 once and remaining 3x plus 1 once. By equating these two brackets equals to 0, 2x minus 3 equal to 0 and 3x plus 1 equals to 0. From here I'll get x as 3 by 2, and from here I'll get x as minus 1 by 3. Now I have to find the relationship between zeros and coefficient by comparing 6x square minus 7x minus 3 by ax square minus plus bx plus c. I'll get a as 6, b as minus 7 and c as minus of 3. Now first relation is our alpha plus beta. So alpha is 3 by 2 and beta is minus 1 by 3. After taking LCM, 3 2s are 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 2 1s are 2. I'll get 7 by 6 here, and I know that alpha plus beta is equals to minus b upon a, and minus b is minus 7 upon 6. Minus plus 7 by 6. Both the answers are same. Therefore, I'll move forward. Means alpha dot beta. First is 3 by 2. Second is 1 by 3. After cancelling out, we'll get 1 by 2. And it is equals to c by a. C here is minus 3 and a is 6. By cancelling, I have minus 1 by 2 as answer. I hope this question is also clear to you. Just pause the video and note it down. So students, you will solve the remaining parts of the first question. Then let me know if you are having any doubt in first question. I'll solve it and I'll explain it for you. But firstly, you will solve the rest part by your own. Okay. So now let's move to the second question. So students, the second question is we have to find a quadratic polynomial and the sum and the product of whose zeros are given. Like in second question, first part, we are having sum and product as root 2 and 1 by 3. Fine. In this question, we are having the sum and the product, and we have to find the quadratic equation. Before starting the question, I want to tell you the quadratic equation. We can write it as x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Fine. Like we can write it as x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha dot beta. If in a question we are having two zeros, not the sum and the product, like in this question, so directly we are having the sum and the product now, so we can put it directly like x square minus sum is root 2 plus product is 1 by 3. So in this question, so we directly put the same thing. But if we are having the zeros, two zeros, so how can we put the values? We can put like this, like x square, then sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zero. We can do the question like this also in paper. You will get 1 mark or 2 mark question in this form also. So let's move to here. If we'll take LCM, x square minus root 2 x plus 1 whole LCM, if I'll take it as 3, 1, 1. So it will become 3x square minus 3 root 2 plus 1 equals to 0, because quadratic polynomial is equals to 0. After taking 3 on another side, we'll get 3x square minus 3 under root 2x plus 1 equal to 0 as our answer. I hope this question is clear. Now let's move to the next second part here. Students, the next part is sum is 1 by 4 and the product is minus 1. We know that the formula is x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product, right? Put the same here, x square minus sum is 1 by 4 into x plus product is minus 1. After solving it, x square minus 1 by 4x minus 1. By taking the LCM as 4, 4x square minus 1x minus 4 equal to 0. Now we'll get the equation 4x square minus x minus 4 equal to 0 as answer. I hope this question is also clear to you. If you are having any doubt, let me know and do the rest part yourself. And if you are having any doubt in any of the part, then please let me know. I'll solve and I'll explain for you. That's all for today. In next class, I'll take your doubts and then we'll start exercise 2.3 also. So thank you so much